So hello, hello, hello. Tune in, tune in. Let's see. Let's get some viewers going. Let's get some viewers going. Let's see. Here. Yes, yes, come on in the room. Come on in the room. So, talk nice to me. What's up, Jay? I'll wait till we get some few more viewers. Speaking of having COVID, I'm just give me a moment. I know I have some. I'm broadcasting live on Station Head also. So if you want to head over to Station Head on your iPhones, so head on over to Station Head. It is an app, a Radiohead app that is on iPhones at the moment. It will be available everywhere very soon. What's up, Miss Antonia? And this is the first installment of my podcast. And we're gonna keep it real short and simple today because I have 110 things other to do. So welcome you all to the Deréon Show. Um, Remember, I'm also broadcasting on Station Head. So if you want to go over to Station Head, download the app, and let's get started. So yeah. So this is basically the spinoff from me when I was on GS Radio in New Jersey. Shout out to New Jersey. And I'm a little parched. Um, and yeah, we're going to be talking about everything from talking life to everyday situations to entertainment, maybe a little politics, because you know the election is coming up. If you do not know, the election date is November 3rd. Make sure you are registered to vote. Make sure that you understand who you're voting for, why you're voting, and all of that good stuff. Um, for me, myself, um, I've been a Democrat. I am a Democratic. And I will be voting. Yeah. Hi, Ralina. So make sure you do that. Um, I know for a fact that um, there's early voting. There's absentee ballots also that you can put in. The deadline for that online is October 13th, and in person is October 13th. So the deadline for absentee voting is October 13th. If you will not be voting November 3rd. If you are not registered to vote, go to ny.gov for your services. Go to elections.ny.gov to register to vote. Make sure you are registered. Hi, cousin, Miss Butterfly. So, yeah. So, enough of that because we're not going to get into that. Let's see. What happened today? So listen, I was just watching Housewives of Potomac. Like that whole franchise of Housewives are they're very strategic on how they run their shows and how they present themselves. Potomac is turning out to be one of the wild ones. And it's not too shocking because that's Maryland. Half of them is probably from Baltimore, and that's just how that goes. And it, it's something else. It's something else. Last week they showed the fight between Candace and Monique, and it got a little physical. And so this episode, the ladies were confronting Monique, and basically they were writing her off. Most of them, anyway, um, was writing her off because she wasn't remorseful, and she didn't apologize yet. And she was making excuses for getting physical, which no one should ever get physical. It took me back to a time that I am currently in at the moment. I've gotten over it. That there was a time where I wasn't remorseful over a fight or a confrontation with someone. And I also made excuses for why I did what I did. So, with that being said, we are grown individuals and we should take accountability for the things that we do and the people that we hurt. And sometimes we don't do that. Sometimes we just ignore it. We say it is what it is. I'll meet you where you at, and that's it. And that's not how you solve problems. So that was enough for me. The show itself is it's okay. It's very entertaining, especially for Housewives franchise. Potomac got it going on. So Rihanna's Fenty show aired on the 2nd of October, and it was very great. I mean, she had so many diverse, um, I guess you could say, performers, artists in there, um, including a lot of the drag queens, a lot of trans women. Um, so it was very entertaining. I really enjoyed it. It was a lot better than the first one. The first one was really good, but this second one, it gave a lot of performance to it and not so much runway, which I thoroughly enjoy. But Rihanna had to apologize to the Muslim community for using a song with an Islamic scripture in it. I'm not really sure why. I'm not really sure why that even happened. Um, but I'm pretty sure it was because um, you know she's not a Muslim and she doesn't practice it. So to speak on it or to play, I guess it was offensive. So she did issue a sincere apology. But she's Rihanna. We forgive her for anything that she does. So, like I said today, the show is only gonna be 30 minutes. And let's see what's going on. So Netflix, how many Selena fans we got out there? So Netflix had, I guess they gave a little preview kind of last year for the Selena series. Let's see who is playing Selena. Mm, well, until I found the name. The Selena series was announced almost 2 years ago, and it would be airing in December 4th. It would be airing, so look out for that. Um, Let's see. Let's see. What is this child's name? Anyway, I'm excited to see that. Let's do this. Salina, Salina. What's up, First Lady? How are you? Christian Sarantos. Christian Sarantos. She would be playing Selena. Um, she's known for a show called Ned Declassified School Survivor. So yeah, so she will be playing Selena. So that will. I'm excited to see that. I'm really excited to see that. I'm a big Selena fan. I love Selena. So we should see. We should see how that goes. Um, so as you all know, the top story was Donald Trump and his wife getting COVID over the weekend, or becoming, I guess, I don't even know how that works, because that to me just rings a whole lot of lies. That just seemed like a lot of lies, because yesterday he was released from the hospital, um, and the press was saying that he was going back to the White House. He actually went back to shoot a commercial for his campaign. And when he got there, he took his mask off. And I think he infected like half of his staff and all this craziness. So that's just a lot. That's a lot to even digest. And he had tweeted, and I quote, he said, "Don't be afraid of COVID. Very afraid of COVID, because people like Trump could get those things and be fine. But then us, everyday people, we could get it and die. So be very afraid of COVID." Um, Still no stimulus check, the second round. The deadline for that is the 15th, I think, to get your first if you do not have it already. But yeah, so if you haven't done that, do that. Hopefully the second round, excuse me, the second round will come back again. We shall see. Other than that, what's going on? Let's see. Let's see what's going on around New York, honey. So yeah, let's talk about this Cuomo. He's ordering shutdowns in New York City, specifically 19 different places, different spots in the city. Um, it says we have a clear and effective plan to respond to any clusters and threats on our progress. We will attack each area with the cluster of appropriate restrictions. So um, he still has this. Let's look at this map he has here. Let's see. So right now we are in a yellow zone, and apparently a yellow zone is um, if you're. These are the type of activities that are yellow zone for New York City. Worship places, 50% capacity. Um, Mass gatherings, that means 25 people maximum, outdoors and indoors. Um, all of the businesses are open. If you're dining, indoor and outdoor dining, 4-person minimum per table. I went to BBQs on 23rd. There were people inside. So um, be open to that. And schools are open, mandatory weekly testing of students and teachers and staff for in-person settings, DOH, will set a percentage by Friday for schools. And we're in the yellow zone right now. There are two more zones. Um, because he said in Brooklyn there was a cluster of outbreaks. And that will set us back because that means people are still out. They're not wearing their mask out in public. Nobody's probably getting tested. So we're in a yellow zone. Let's see. What else New York City got going on? So did you see this video in the Bronx? There was a machete attack in the Bronx. And it's on camera. Um, let's see, it says two groups of machete wielding men was in the doorway of a Bronx bodega. And they were chasing a large group of people into the store. And that happened on Sunday in the South Bronx. There is photos and pictures and videos. So if you know anything, please reach out to your local law enforcement. For my queens, you know there is a drive-in drag show happening in New York. Let me find that real quick. And it's with the cast of RuPaul's Drag Race. I think it's the cast from Vegas. They will be in New York City. Let's see. Let's see who is in this. Yes, it's called Drive and Drag. And it's hosted by Asia O'Hara. And it's featuring Aquaria, Evie Oddly, Cameron Michaels, Kim Chi, Violet Chachi, and Miss Vanessa Vanjie. So yes, if you want to know about that, go to any one of their media sites or go to Boss Events to book your ticket, your drive-in ticket for their drive-in drag show. It's a Halloween show. And I think New York is October 29th. And I think the tickets are like $75 for two people. So yeah, book that. I booked mine. I would definitely be there at that comeback from LA. Hi, Jay. Yes, Trump is a whole lie. A big lie, to be exact. Um, so look out for that. That is also in town. Other than that, let's talk about this. So, why is it that, okay, two things. One, I was watching, I guess it's Cocktails with Queens, and that is Claudia Jordan, Selena Johnson, Lisa Ray, and Vivica Fox. And so they were talking about Claudia on the stand for Mike Tyson back in the day for the girl that he raped, the 18-year-old. And by the way, Jamie Foxx is playing Mike Tyson in his biopic, which is a very good pick, and he's been wanting that role for many years now. I'm excited to see that myself. But Claudia was on Vivica's podcast and was discussing it, and they didn't know that she was on the stand to give a statement of the situation. And Tammy Roman had a comment. She had stated that in the climate and the social pandemic that we're in, we shouldn't be talking about past situations. We should be able to get over it. Now, with that being said, it probably didn't come from a bad or malice like place, but for the most part, Claudia wasn't feeling that, and she was stating that why is it that we put men at this pedestal and not the women when it comes to rape and moving on or getting over. Most rape victims do not get over the situation, and it's a lingering lifelong thing that happens to them when it comes to relationships, when it comes to friendships, everything. Shout out to GS Radio one more time. Hey, Ron. So she felt the need to say that no, I'm not over what happened to her. She had a personal experience, and she's not over Mike Tyson because he wasn't remorseful and he didn't care and he called his victim a bitch and all this extra stuff and was actually convicted of it. So she felt that women should just be silenced or not speak on rape, and that, we need to all support black men because it's not all black men, and we need to have an open ear and be honest with ourselves and take accountability when it comes to things of that nature. So that was really profound, and I thought it was very admirable for her to speak out on that and actually have a valid point, because that is very true. We do put black men essentially at the top, and women just supposed to take the back seat and don't say anything and take a rape and lose everything, when that's not the case, because we are all one. We should be all one. We are human beings, and we should support each other when things like that happen. um so I applaud Claudia for opening up about that. And yeah, look out for the biopic because Jamie Foxx is playing Mike Tyson. um I would love to see that. Can't wait to see that. um so yeah, I'm also broadcasting live on Station Head. I'm going to give this 5 more minutes. It's just a little test run, just to see if the broadcast work and all that good stuff. But next Tuesday, I will have profound topics to talk about. Throughout the week, I will be posting and asking questions for you guys to give me topics to discuss. Any concerns or whatever you want to put to the forefront. Any personal questions, I'll take them. I'm an open book. So, I want you guys to make sure that you are following me on all social media sites. You can find me at I am Deréon Fierce. Everything: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Station Head, all that good stuff. So, continue to follow. Remember to vote. Voting is November 3rd. Get out and vote. Please register to vote because this election is serious. And I think the vice president debate is Wednesday. So look out for that. I think tomorrow. It's tomorrow. It's Wednesday. So get a hold of that. I definitely will be watching. Um, that should be very, very informative. And yeah, I believe that's all that I'm gonna do today. I was just testing it out. Show the face. Very rugged today. Okay, but thank you for tuning in. I enjoyed you guys. I hope you got the information that you needed from me today. Y'all know who I am. I am Deréon Fierce.